All right. So now the question is, how big of an account or what size of an account should you target? Okay. And a lot of people, I don't know why, but some of these courses that I've watched and studied, or not really studied, but kind of scouted for because I wanted to recommend. As I explained at the start of this entire course, I was trying to find a bunch of courses for friends to recommend to and even become an affiliate for, but there wasn't much out there. But I studied a lot of their content, and some of these instructors were saying like, you need to have accounts that are at least this big, etc. And that's just not true. Okay, so you can have the 2,000 followers or 20,000 followers, 200,000 followers. You need to be looking at the CPM. Okay, so the cost per 1,000 impressions. Okay, now some influencer platforms will give you a metric like this, but other than that, you need to calculate it manually by hand. So here we have like the most well-known influencer, Kim Kardashian, 104 million followers. Let's look at her engagement, around a million likes. Let's say a million likes. Okay, so on a million likes, you would get it's really tough to say how many likes she'd actually get on that, or how many impressions. Excuse me. So she's getting like 1% engagement. I would bet, and there's a lot of fake there. If you don't think celebrities buy followers to like get extra vanity and say like I'm the biggest Instagram influencer because I'm bigger than Kendall and Kendall has 90,000 or 90 million or something like that. If you don't think they buy, I mean, you have another thing coming. They buy followers. They have a lot of people that are not engaging, but also just nature to their account. The nature of their account and the nature of the fact that they don't really get that much of a direct relationship with their followers. I think they're kind of really there's a lot of separation, as opposed to a small time blog where people are like making videos and podcasts and YouTube channel and all this content. You can like people follow these bloggers and get such a close relationship with them. They feel like they'll get a girl with 20,000 followers, regularly can easily get 50 to 100 comments, right, or even more than that, just from replying to everybody's comment and being nice and liking their photos back and answering emails and building a lot of content, build out the podcast, build out, all sorts of stuff. Just build out more content so that, I mean, when you see a photo, it's not really connecting. This is not connecting. I see a picture of three girls. It just doesn't really connect. Like if you hear someone's voice, a whole other level of video, another whole different levels. So you can actually build and feel like you're really close to people. So that's what I mean. If you go after these small influencers, sometimes you can have a better of a relationship. But back to our original question, we're trying to figure out how many impressions she got. So, and I just want to validate the fact that she has 1% engagement doesn't mean it's a bad account. Okay, so it's really hard to say, but let's just say 10. Let's use 10 million impressions. Okay, maybe it's 20 million, maybe it's 30 million, maybe it's 5 million, but it's probably 10 million worst case scenario. So we can work backwards from that. So if we had her contact of her agent, now I don't even know how the heck you would go after Kim Kardashian, because you'd have to find her agent, whoever manages her, you'd have to Google it, etc., and get her contact information, and then reach out, and then you could get a price, and you could work backwards. So you estimated the impressions, by doing some sort of rough guesstimate between likes, comments, and followers, and coming up with some sort of number. And remember, like a lot of these followers, first of all, are fake. So let's say, I don't know, 20 million fake. Let's say that's entirely speculation. That's not proven, but I'll say 20 million, and then you got 20 million that are probably just inactive accounts that they just don't come on Instagram that often, and then a handful that just aren't really interested in Kim, but they follow her so that the algorithm on the timeline doesn't actually show Kim's photos at the top. So there's a handful of these 104 million. I mean, it starts to really, it's like taxes and everything. It's like all these fees. It's like you don't actually get to access these all 104 million, right? It's nice to have it, but once you get set and done with everything, you're only left with so many. So I would work with 10 million as worst case. And so if you work with someone at a smaller level influencer, let's try to find someone who's a little bit smaller. You could even go to a local gym club, and then let's see, if you go to a local gym club, let's see here. No, No, not big enough. But you might be able to find. I'm just trying to give an example here. Trying to find an example of someone who would. It's not okay. I don't. Did we get out of this? I'm just trying to find an example of a blogger. You'd find a blogger through an influencer platform is normally how I do it, but I'm trying to do this all with free methods, right? So we're gonna look for. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, perfect. That's what we're looking for. So we got a guy here in Toronto, and he has some pretty. See, this is the comments I'm talking about. Okay, 13,000 followers. He's getting a handful of comments, and he's probably answering them right here. Obviously, friends joking. What it's like being a sock, but he's engaging with everybody, right? Thank you, Jen. He is engaging and whatnot. So the point being that he has a big relationship. He has a YouTube channel. He has videos even on Instagram where he. Oh, he's reviewing something here. No, he's not. So, anyways, he has a really good, strong relationship. So, someone this small, don't think that they can't drive sales. They have a strong connection with their audience. So, even though they only have 10,000 followers, you should still expect that they're going to actually drive results, okay? Whereas if you buy a post on someone who has 200,000 followers, if they don't have all sorts of content coming out, let's say like videos either on YouTube or on Instagram or some sort of something that just takes it to the next level more than just photos. They gotta take the connection to the next level so they actually get involved with the the influencer needs to have a good connection with their audience, and when that's in place, they can actually sell. And when the influencer recommends product A, their following is actually gonna consider that product A is actually genuinely liked by this influencer, and they'll consider that product A is probably a good product, and they might buy that product, right? So anyways, a little confusing, but hope you guys understand that there's a lot of value in these smaller influencers, and do not believe what all these other people are saying about you only want big accounts. You really got to consider some of these smaller accounts because, especially at the entry level, especially between direct sales, if you're doing direct sales, a lot of power here. If you're doing branding, of course, it's a little. You can, like if you're Walmart and you want to get better branding and you're not working on direct sales, of course, just go after someone with 1 million followers and find a bunch of those people and be done with it. But if you're looking for direct sales, if you're looking to get reviews on your product, your new product, I mean, it's great to reach out to smaller influencers who will take time to actually test your product and then review it. There's so many other advantages at the smaller level, whereas at the big level, you're mostly looking at branding. But the smaller level, get direct sales, affiliate sales. You still get branding, but you're not reaching as many. You're mostly just curating a product, like a bunch of fans around your product. If this guy recommends your product, he's gonna bring people like 100 fans that are gonna start be interested in your product, maybe consider buying or recommending your product, etc. So something to think about. I'll see you guys soon.